Hey everyone, welcome or welcome back to the Missy Money channel. I'm Missy, I'm a mom of 3 and the owner of Missy Money, a small business that specializes in minimalist and aesthetic cash stuffing essentials to help inspire and motivate you on your personal finance journey. Today I'm going to be cash stuffing my second paycheck of November, including variable expenses, sinking funds, and savings challenges. Stay tuned. All right, guys, so today is November 8th. That makes this the second pay period of November. And as always, I'm going to go ahead and start by seeing what cash I have left over in my weekly wallet for my variable expenses and deciding if I'm going to roll that over into the next pay period or unstuff it and contribute to savings challenges. So looks like I have a little bit left in groceries. I'm going to go ahead 25. I'm going to go ahead and unstuff that. Eating out was fully spent this week. Gas, I did not fill up this week. I still have, I still have all $40 left from the last pay period, but I'm going to go ahead and keep that in here and roll it over so I know that I'm covered when I fill up this week. Spending money looks like it has some left over. We'll see. Ooh, got a good bit left over in spending. So I've got 28. I'm going to go ahead and unstuff that. Be Kind, I did contribute this past week, and the miscellaneous was also fully spent this week. So that is it for my weekly wallet. I'm just going to go ahead and take this cash and I'll pop it in my cash tray, and I will combine that at the end of cash stuffing to see what I have left to be able to contribute to savings challenges. So first, I'm going to go ahead and use my digital budget planner in order to go through and plan out my paycheck and cash planning. All right, guys, so this is my digital budget planner, and I'm just going to point out a few things because not much has changed for the past several weeks of my paycheck breakdown and cash planning. So today is November 8th. This pay period will run from November 8th to November 14th. And as is usual for me, this paycheck is representing 25% of my monthly income. So starting with those categories that I'm keeping in the bank, as always, I typically keep 25% of my bill and debt payments in the bank with every single paycheck. The reason I do that is because I plan to 4 paychecks every single month. So by setting aside 25% of my bill and debt payments with every single paycheck, by the end of the month, I'll have 100% of those bill and debt payments in the bank and then ready to auto draft next month's bill and debt payments. Next, I did not change anything in my weekly wallet or the amounts that I am stuffing for my wallet. I also didn't change anything in my sinking funds, so everything stayed the same across those 3 binders. The only other change that I made is previously I had certain amounts allocated towards my savings challenges. For this paycheck, I decided to just collapse those because I think I'm going to prioritize trying to finish the 52-week challenge early. And I don't know how much cash I'm going to need exactly to do that based on the cash that I had left over for my variable expenses. So I'm just going to go ahead and plan for $75 to go to savings challenges. And when we get to that part of the video and we see how much I have left total, then we can decide how to allocate against the different savings challenges that I have right now. But that's it. That's how I allocated my paycheck. You can see here that my total cash withdrawal was $1,085, and that matches my grand total to withdraw in my cash planning summary, which means that I allocated my cash denominations appropriately, and I can go ahead and get $1,085 out from the bank. All right, guys, so if you use the digital budget planner, you can go ahead and print off that sheet directly. Or if you like to write down your cash planning, like I do, sometimes I like just having the written version off to the side. You can go ahead and use either a budget planner for that, a paper budget planner insert, or a cash planning notepad. So that notepad is what I have off to the side for this cash stuffing. So I'm just going to put that right off camera, just so you know kind of what I'm looking at as I go through this. And then as I mentioned in my planning, I needed $1,085. Here's the breakdown of the bills that I needed. So I went ahead and filled out a teller slip and took that to the bank to be able to get my cash. So I'm just going to go ahead and pop this all into the cash tray here. Some of the bills that I got from the bank were clearly new bills, and then some of them are a little raggedy, but we will make do with what we've got here. So as always, I'm going to go ahead and get my wallet back out, and we will start by stuffing my wallet for the week. So first up is groceries, and that's $200. So I'm gonna grab a 100 and 250s for that. Next is eating out. So eating out is getting $125. So that's going to be 2 50s, a 20, and a 5. Next up is gas. So gas already had $40 in it. I'm going to put another 40 in there, so it'll have 80 total for this week. And I definitely am going to need to fill up. I was just driving the car today and noticed it is on E, so we will be spending that this week. And then spending money is getting a 50 for this week. Be kind is getting 5. And then miscellaneous is also getting 50 this week. So that takes care of my wallet. All right, guys, next up is my long-term sinking funds. So first up in my long-term sinking funds is emergency, and emergency is getting $40 this week. So emergency now has 500, 20, 40, 60, 80. 580 in emergency, and my current goal in emergency is $4,000. That will replenish our full emergency fund that was in the bank that we had to dip into a couple of times this past year for different things that happened. We had a washer dryer that caught fire. We had a car repair that we needed to do. So we've had to dip into that quite a bit this year. But between saving up for my emergency fund with the sinking fund, and then I think at the end of the year, I might put some of my savings challenge money towards that as well. Hopefully we can get that back up to fully funded where it was. All right, Christmas is also getting $40. So Christmas now has 1,000, 1,500, 20, 40, 60, 80, 620. So $1,620 in a couple of weeks. That is going to go down big time because it'll be time to shop for Christmas. Holidays is getting $10. So holidays now has 50, 70, 80, 90, $100. Medical is getting $20. So medical now has 100, 200, 300, 20, 40, 50. 350 in medical. Insurance is getting $20 as well. So insurance now has 500, 20, 40. And that is just for our car insurance. My health insurance is taken out of my paycheck at work. And so that will be due in December. So I will pull for that in December. Home is getting $25, and I actually had to pull from this past week because we have like a Ring security doorbell, and our yearly subscription automatically charges to my card. So I saw that charge pop up, so I went ahead and pulled that from home. So home now has 100, 200, 250, 270, 290, 295. I could technically put that in subscriptions, I guess, and like track it as a subscription. I might do that next year, but I've just always pulled that from home. And then car is getting 15. So car now has 50, 70, 80, 90, 95. That was another one I had to pull from this past week because I was taking the kids just like around on Monday. They didn't have school, so we just had I took the day off. We had a little, mama kiddo day. And I was taking them kind of around. They got to pick something from the store, and then we went and had pretzels for a snack, and then we went to the park, and we were coming back from the park, and the car would not start, like flickering when I tried to start it, like would not start. And I immediately, because just a week ago, for those of you that are new to the channel, I was saying last week that I had a really scary situation where the car was kind of malfunctioning as I was on a pretty quick like road about to get onto the highway. it ended up being some sort of plug that needed to get replaced. Luckily, it was covered by insurance because Subaru had seen this issue in cars, whatever. Anyway, got that car fixed. And so as this is happening with the battery, I'm thinking it's related to that issue until I realized I was in the other car. So once I realized it was not going to be related to that issue, I went ahead and called just roadside service, and they came out. It was the battery, and they replaced it right on the spot, which was nice, but had to pull from the car fund in order to do that. So next we will go ahead and move into my short-term sinking funds. All right, starting with shopping this week. So shopping is going to be getting $25 this week. So shopping now has $20, $40, $60, $70, $75, $80. Next is date night. Date night is getting $25. So date night now has 100, 200, 300, 20, 40, 50, 55, 60. We had a date night plan. We were just going to go grab dinner, and we had a sitter all lined up. And then she texted us and said that her car broke down. She was like, I can take an Uber and come and just get my car later. And we were like, absolutely not. Call whoever you need to call, get your car fixed, be safe. So anyway, we tried. We would have spent a little bit of that date night money, but not this time. Maybe this week we can get one in. If we can get her lined back up and everything's all right with her car. So next will be family fun. Family fun is getting $20 this week. So family fun now has 50, 150, 170, 190, 200, 205. Clothing is getting $25 this week. So clothing now has 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 85, 90, 95. So 195. Self-care is getting $20 this week. So self-care now has 100, 200, 250, 270, 290, 310, 330. And then Lola and Luna are getting $25 this week. So Lola and Luna now have 100, 150, 170, 190, 195, 200. I think I need to get a bag of food for them. Gifts. Gifts is getting $20 this week. So gifts now has 20, 40, 60, 80. And then Kindness Projects. Kindness Projects is getting $15. So Kindness Projects now has 20, 40, 50, 60, 65, $70. Let me flip my page here off to the side, on to the next one. All right, Shop Small. Shop Small is getting $20. So Shop Small now has 20, 40, 60, 80. And then Miscellaneous. Miscellaneous is getting $20 as well. So Miscellaneous now has 50, 70, 90, 110, 130, 150, 170, 190. Which is a nice little buffer. All right, that is it for my short-term sinking funds. And then last is my kids binder. So let's see what we've got here. So all the kids are getting their usual $5. So Mab will get a 5, which will take him to 20, 25, 30, 35. Remy is getting her 5 as well, which will take her to 25. And then Cal will get her 5 as well, and that will put her at 60. All right, Kids Medical is getting $20. So Kids Medical now has 100, 200, 250, 300, 20, 40, 60, 80. Between our medical and Kids Medical, we might have the balance of our deductible covered definitely for this year, and we might be getting close to next year. So might be able to slow down on contributing to that, but we'll see. Activities. Kids activities are getting 25 this week. So kids activities now has 100, 150, 200, 20, 40, 60, 65, 70, 270. Kids birthdays are getting $20 this week. So that will put kids birthdays at 100, 150, 200, 250, 300, 350, 370, 390, 410, 430. Sorry, those fives have been tripping me up the past couple of cash stuffings because they're like so crispy that they kind of stick to each other. All right, clothing. Clothing is getting $25 this week. So clothing now has 50, 100, 50, 170, 190, 200, 205, 210. And kids clothing. And then haircuts is getting $5. So haircuts now has 50, 60, 65, 70. Memberships. Memberships is getting $15 this week. So memberships now has 50, 100, 50, 250, 300, 10, 20, 30, 35, 40. So 340 in memberships this week. School is getting 15 as well. $50, $60, $65, $70, $75. And then teacher gifts. Teacher gifts is getting $15. So teacher gifts now has 100, 200, 250, 300, 310, 315, 320. And that is it for the kids binder. All right, guys, so all that's left is savings challenges here. So I'm going to go ahead and take the cash that I planned for and combine that with the cash that I had left over. A lot of singles this week. All right, and I'm actually going to be doing something a little bit different this week. I am going to do a double contribution to the 52-week savings challenge. And the reason that I'm going to do a double contribution to the 52-week savings challenge is because I have been planning out what I want to do for kind of my Black Friday, Cyber Monday sale, and then the 12 days of Christmas. And instead of doing an advent calendar, which I know is pretty common, I'm actually going to be doing 12 days of Christmas sale. And so as I've been planning for that, one of the things that I realized is I'd really like to finish the 52-week challenge early so I can kind of show and have videos about what that whole thing is about. So if people that have been following along that journey, or just even the 52-week challenge is kind of new and you want to see how the unstuffing works, I can have that done in time for you to be able to start the 52-week challenge with the new calendar year in the first week of January if you want to start that. And I guess spoiler alert, 52-week challenge will be one of the products that is on sale during that 12 days of Christmas. So I'll get into more details about the 12 days of Christmas sale as we get later into November. I'm going to do a shop update and then kind of share the details about that sale. But that's one of the reasons that I want to do a double contribution to my 52-week savings challenge. So I'm going to go ahead and do that first so that I can make sure that I've got as much flexibility in my denominations as possible. So this is the 46th week of my 52-week savings challenge. I'm going to fill in number 46 and number 47. So let's see if I do have the ability to do that in the correct denominations here. So I'm going to go ahead and do 46. And then I will also do 47. And that means that I will probably be contributing less to my Magical Vacation Savings Challenge this week, and that's okay. This is the priority, and I've got more time for that Magical Vacation Savings Challenge, so I will work on finishing this first, and then if I've got anything left, I'll go ahead and contribute to that. And if not, that's okay. I've got more time for that one. And I never found that marker, guys. Callie took it somewhere and I have searched high and low for it because it is making my eyes bleed seeing the two different colors after I was so consistent all year up until week 45. So I'm still scouring, and if I find it, I will go over those weeks in that other color, but haven't found it yet. She got me good. All right. And then we will go ahead and I might just put the rest of it into the November savings challenge for my 12-month savings challenge because I do not have a lot here. So let's see what we've got. We've got 20, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35. Yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and put that all into the November savings challenge. So that means that I will be able to fill in 7 symbols in my November savings challenge. So I'll go ahead and we'll do that. All right. And that's it, guys. That is it for the 12-month savings challenge. So that is it for this cash stuffing. So as always, I just want to take a moment to thank you for watching and engaging. For those of you that have been on the channel a while and you're a subscriber, thank you so much for coming back and watching. It means so much to me for all the ways you guys engage through sweet, sweet, kind comments and likes, or by being a subscriber. I truly can't tell you how much it means to me, and just want to truly from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much for all of your support. So as always, if you are following along on your own personal finance journey, I wish you a simple budget, a calm mind, and a happy life. Thanks for watching.